What is up, everybody? Nate B Aquatics here, Fish Daddy. Back with another video. It is late at night. What a day it has been. I was at work today. This heat surge has been literally killing me. I slept for like 3 hours after I got home. Well, I take that back. I had to take my dog to the vet because she had a spot pop up the other day and it was causing her a lot of pain. So I had to take her to the vet. Nice bill later. She's doing fine, but she had a little spot that was causing her pain. They put her on a little antibiotic. They think that she got stung by something outside when she was going to the bathroom. So she's going to be good. The spot has went down really good. So no concerns there, thank goodness. But I went to go lock my car, and I went to go put my phone in my pocket, and she knocked my phone out of my hand. So my screen protector is absolutely whacked up. So I had to go get a new one. My brother told me that Walmart had one that I wanted, the one I wanted. I'll go there, was not there. So I'm dealing with a messed over screen protector right now. So that's always fun. So I gotta get me a new one. I'm gonna feed Brutus real quick. So the real reason for this video is my 20-gallon Platy tank it's just a weird color now. I cleaned it the other day. I have changed the filter. There is some type of haze in there, and I've talked about it in the last video as well. I'm going to let this tank sit overnight. I'm going to turn the aerator off, and I'm going to let the filter do its thing. I don't know if it's the plants in it, because there has been some plant growth, some pretty good plant growth in there, I've noticed. But if it looks exactly the same in the morning and it's not cleared up at all, I'm going to do probably a 40 to 50% water change on that, because I just changed a filter and cleaned the tank because that haze, like I did in the last video, still there, and it's even worse this time even after cleaning the tank. So stick around for that. I'm going to put some videos of the tank and all that good stuff, and we're going to check that thing back out in the morning and see what we can do with that. Alright, so before I cleaned this tank, I was gone for a little bit, so I haven't got the chance to do it yet, because I was going to let that filter run a little more, because they're doing fine. But I was gone, bought some awesome socks, shirts that I'm going to show in this video. I'm hyped on them, bunch of fish stuff. Couldn't pass them up. I love them so much, so here they are. Some pretty cool stuff probably going to be wearing in some other videos. I love those things. I could not pass those up. But now we are going to clean this tank. The fish are doing great. The baby's doing good. I just don't know what's going on with this tank, so I'm going to shut off everything and probably do like a 50% water change, really. I really hate to do this right now because I just seen some breeding behavior, but I'm going to have to clean this tank because you can just see, I mean, it looks, there's just something about it. It looks like you froze. You probably can't tell in the video, but it looks like you froze a Mountain Dew and like put like 25% water in it and like let it unthaw or let it thaw. Like, it's just so weird. All right, so the baby's doing good, like I said. I have the baby tank set up, but they never had no more, and they're not bothering the baby, and she's actually growing. So I'm pretty sure it's a female. I don't know if all their fins look like that, whether they're male or female when they're babies. I know how to tell them apart when they're adults, but I don't know if the Platy babies, they all look like that. I don't know, but they're not messing with her, and she's growing, so I'm just going to leave her in there. I'm not going to stress her out and move her. So there's not really much debris in the rock, just where I've already cleaned those out, but the snails are overtaking this stuff again, and it gets on my nerves. I can't stand snails. So I might pick out some of them because they've been breeding like crazy apparently too, so we'll see. So wasn't hardly no debris in the rock, so I'm kind of confused on why the water has got like this. So while the bucket's filling back up to put the new water in, yeah, I'm really stumped on that. But 50% water change, leaving the filter going so it can catch any debris that is in the tank. We'll see if that helps. All right, so we'll be putting some aquarium salt for freshwater fish. The aquarium kickstart, which you can use for water changes, it just puts all the beneficial bacteria that you just took out back in the tank that the fish needs. And then of course the stuff that removes the chlorine and adds beneficial stuff to the water. And this is a bit of a change. I don't really post Brutus getting fed in one day, but I just got him one of them black tetras, and I want to get to the point where I'm feeding him quite a bit of these tetras and stuff so he can keep growing pretty good and be healthy instead of just the feeder goldfish, which I'm still going to give him those, of course, but not often that I put 2 videos of him eating. So these tetras are still really small, so he can handle that. He's still a baby. Goliath tigerfish are very slow growers apparently, so trying to start cleaning his tank more. I didn't want to clean his tank as much just so this bacteria and stuff can grow like he needs it. He's doing so good, guys. I'm so glad I bought him. And if you guys have been on this page long enough, you guys know that I'm about the toothy, crazy fish that can grow crazy. Even though I do end up selling a lot of them to get some money, you know, it's just something I've always loved. But going to the breeding tanks with the guppies and the platies and the small catfish and stuff, that's so cool too, to be able to enjoy the best of both worlds, where I'm not having to really worry about fish outgrowing tanks. So I hope y'all enjoy it too. I love making videos for y'all, and let's see Brutus tear this tetra up. All right, so as you can see, that took a minute. Probably because where I was talking, had the tetra in my hand, he was kind of probably a little disoriented because he wasn't swimming around that great. But Brutus got the job done as usual. He might have not went to him as quick because he was already fed from the goldfish earlier, but nonetheless, still got him. And I looked up some of their diet and tetras and stuff. It does say that they eat those and all that, you know, any small fish. So As long as they're within a reasonable price, I enjoy. You know, I hate to use another fish's life like that, but that is the reality whenever you are owning a predatory fish. I mean, even your catfish. People don't think of a catfish as a predator, but they are. Most of them are. So it's a cool life. Don't be afraid to get cool fish. I mean, yeah, if you don't have a proper tank set up, or if you don't have the proper tank set up yet, and you can get it before they grow, go get you one. I mean, I'm not saying go get a tiger fish, but go get you that dream fish. Don't care what people drop in your comments saying, oh, he's going to need a bigger tank. We all know that. I mean, these fish live in the wild. We see river monsters. We all know a red-tailed catfish can't fit in a 10-gallon tank long term. Now, I'm not saying to do that at all, but I'm just giving that as an example. I mean, we all know a red-tailed catfish really deserves to be in a pond or a pool, whatever. Unless you have a huge fish tank the size of your wall, red-tailed catfish really ain't suitable, but we've all had one, and we all want one. I mean, don't listen to haters. Usually the haters are jealous just because they don't have one, and they want one, and they don't have the proper tank set up themselves. But I don't know. That's just my take on it. And the way I do things, people probably don't realize this. If I have a fish that is not suitable for a tank, I don't keep all these fish their whole life. I buy, grow, sell, breed, grow, sell. I mean, this is not all my fish are going to be in my tanks their whole life. So I know what size tanks these fish need in a lot of cases. So if you see me have a fish in a tank that, of course, is not suitable long term, it is because I have a whole project with them, and I'm letting them grow so I can get, what I'm wanting out of them. Because I like to enjoy these fish too, and not everybody, of course, has the proper setup. I mean, if you live in a house, I mean, you can't just always go all out and put a fish tank big enough in every corner of your house. But you still have fish that you want to keep and enjoy. And once they get big enough, you can get some money out of them and go get some other fish you enjoy. So, and that isn't, I'm not saying that is the goal. I'm just saying this has also given me experience in learning a lot of my future goals, because I don't really talk about it, but one of my future goals, and I don't know if it'll ever happen, but a goal in my head is I want to be able to sell fish, make money off that, and enjoy them, breed them, sell them, just enjoy them. And I want to be able to sell people fish and give the enjoyment that it gives me be able to give that enjoyment to them. So yes, I want to, technically what I'm saying, I want to somehow own a fish store, whether it's even like I can get a wholesale. Maybe I'm just breeding all my fish, because to my knowledge, I've called them, I don't need a license to sell fish where I'm from. I can, as long as they're not considered a game fish, I can sell any fish I want. I've done asked. And I want to be able to do that. Have my own building, breed, sell, grow out my fish, and I'm getting the experience that I need in that in my house. So until that time comes, which of course I have goals I want to do in skateboarding, so naturally my money goes to both. So some things do take a little more time depending on what I want first. So I appreciate all the support on this page and my skate page. Now let's get back over here and fill up the Platy tank. And before we fill up this tank, I just want to say one more thing. People, I don't think, realize how adaptable fish are. So given the perfect circumstances, fish will never stop growing. That's just the biggest one they found. Whenever you look up how big does a fish get, that's just the biggest one they found. Fish don't actually stop growing if every single part of their environment's perfect. But people, I don't think, realize how adaptable a fish is. So they can live and learn to live happily in whatever situation, as long as their place is big enough. So that's also something to keep in mind, and I had to learn that myself. So it's just really cool to learn all the things you can about the fish, because if you don't keep fish and you just go out and fish, which I want to start doing a lot more on this page, to have fish keeping and going out and fishing myself, catching fish, It's amazing what you actually learn about fish and about the fish that you go out in the streams and catch just by owning aquarium stuff. That didn't go as planned. Glad that did not go on my floor. And that brings me to another thing to say after that. You think about it, all these fish that we keep as aquarium hobbyists, none of these are suitable environments for them at all if you actually come down to think of it. Betas are in waters just like your largemouth bass. I mean, nothing is supposed to be kept in a tank, but we have to make sure that the environment is suitable for them to live happily in. Oscars, they're in huge ponds or lakes, whatever. They're not supposed to be in a 55 to 75 gallon tank, but they can live in them. So as a fish keeper, you just have to determine what you're willing to accept and not really worry about what other people are saying, as long as it's not cruelty to your fish. Now, if it's straight cruel and you're keeping an Oscar in a very small tank, that's not good. But really, 55 to 75 gallons technically isn't ideal for them, especially if you have other fish in there that grow the same size or even bigger than them. Now, am I saying you're wrong for keeping an Oscar or a fish like that in that environment? No, that's your call. I mean, I've done it. I'd do it. I'd keep an Oscar in that tank, but you have to make sure that they're healthy the whole time so they are happy and okay in that tank. I'm just saying, we all know that none of this stuff is truly suitable. That's not where a fish is supposed to live. But we love this life. They love the life, as long as we do it correctly. But I've been mowing and all that, doing yard work as well today too. But just to finish off what I'm saying, as a fish keeper, you can't listen to what other people are hating on. You have to do what makes you happy, what makes your fish happy. Don't worry about it. I mean, as long as your fish are happy, healthy, that's all that matters. It don't matter what comments you're getting. Just keep your fish that you know to the best of your knowledge. Now I gotta go to Lowe's and get mulch for something else. But to finish what I was saying, that also goes for not just fish, but snakes, spiders, anything that you keep. Everything is supposed to be outdoors. It's not even supposed to be in a tank. Of course, we have to keep it in a suitable environment to where it's happy. But, I mean, any comment you get, and I'm not saying I really get them, because I don't really get them. But we've all got them before. But like you see a lot of people be putting on people's page, hey, that fish is in too small a tank, or like, that snake is in too small a tank. Well, a lot of times when you click on their page, their stuff looks exactly like yours. But I am with guy that me and him follow each other, Big Fish Lad. I agree with him. Goldfish technically aren't supposed to be in a tank. Their organs outgrow their bodies and they die way prematurely. Really, they're supposed to be in ponds. So that is, I mean, if you keep goldfish in a tank, that's your business. I'm not hating on you. You can do what you want. I love to see goldfish in tanks, but you know, to an extent, it is unhealthy. Yeah, you just kind of have to keep in mind what you do as a snake or fish, spider hobbyist. You kind of have to keep in mind what you're doing if you're going to say something about somebody else. And I'm not saying that people say stuff about me. I'm just saying I see a lot of comments on other people's stuff too. So you just kind of have to be fair. But all right, guys, that is the end of this video. Can't wait to keep on making new stuff for y'all. Keep on thinking of content to make. But just remember, keep it cool, keep it wild, keep it clean. Peace.